Greetings, everyone. So, in the last video, I talked about recall and referendum as methods of fighting corruption in government. In this one, I'm going to be talking about maybe the prospect of direct democracy in cities and townships and towns and so on and so forth, at a very micro scale, and how this could be a possible tool in fighting corruption. And, you think about it, what allows corruption? I would say that corruption is largely a part of the fact that power is concentrated into few hands, therefore allowing those who have resources easy access to corrupt the power structure. So what if, say, you take a city and you remove the power from the city council and the mayor and have it a direct democracy instead, using maybe like an online voting system where people are able to interact in city affairs on a daily basis if they so choose to. Well, in a situation like that, moneyed interests, well, they would have to pay off the entire city. Have to pay every single citizen, or at least a substantial amount, in order to influence the vote and get what they want on any particular policy that the city is trying to pass. The way the system is currently set up, all they have to do is buy off the executive, which would be the mayor, or some of the city council members, which would be the legislative part of the city government. So by diluting power, through direct democracy at the city level, we should be able to reduce the ability of corrupting influences in local elections and politics, because it becomes that much more costly for those corrupting influences, those moneyed interests, to get what they want in such a system. They would have to, as I said before, essentially pay off a substantially larger amount of the population than they would in the way cities are currently set up with a mayor and a city council. Well, when the costs start to run too high for moneyed interests, they start to put their money elsewhere. It's not worth their time. They're less likely to get what they want. It just becomes too costly. So, as a method of fighting corruption at the local and city level, possibly even the county level, I would say a move towards direct democracy using an online voting system would be vastly superior and beneficial in comparison to the way things currently are. These systems of representation were set up not because they were best for the population, not because they were the most just ways of organizing government, but rather they were set up because during that time period, there wasn't the technological advantages of mass communication and telecommunication that we have these days. The introduction of the internet and telecommunication systems allow us to organize government in vastly different ways than we have in the past. But the way governments are currently organized are based on archaic notions of limited technological abilities. So, using technology, we can dilute power, put it in the hands of the people, and have the people make the decisions that affect their lives on a daily basis in local politics. So I feel that this would almost eliminate corruption in many ways at the local level, and would open up opportunities of experimentation to see how these new modes of government using technology, and I shouldn't even say new modes of government because it really isn't a new mode of government, it's an old mode of government, it's just we haven't used it in this society. It could pave paths to allow the people to hold government and government officials accountable in many different ways. So, this is my thought on direct democracy, especially as it pertains to localized politics. Stay tuned, have more videos coming up over the next few days. Everyone, have a great day.